Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 2. I am going to launch us here into the first topic of your textbook, and it's kind of a broad topic, right? It is understanding the range of post-secondary institutions and programs. Yes, I'm referring to my textbook here. Chapter 1, a little bit dry. Um, there are almost as many types of institutions as there are institutions. And I guess what I mean by that is even within a category or of institutions, there's a wide range of hierarchies, models, approaches. Every institution is unique, right? So that's one thing. And one of the constant themes that we're going to hear as we progress in this course is that there is no typical. So the first real assignment that you have in this class is the Carnegie classification assignment. I do not want you to freak out. I do not want you to spend hours and hours and hours. I don't want you worrying a lot about form. The purpose of the assessment is to get you familiar with the Carnegie classification tool and what it can do, okay? And similarly, your submission for this assignment is up to you, meaning if you want to do a talking head video, you can do a talking head video. If you want to do a paper, you can do a paper. If you want to do a Google slideshow or PowerPoint presentation, you may do that as well. If you want to be Abraham Lincoln and write it in coal on the back of a shovel, I guess I probably wouldn't prefer that because that's difficult to submit electronically, but that's entirely up to you. Okay, so as we look at week 2, I do also want to point out there is a brief video from Boise State. There is an infographic that walks through the higher level of the different types of institutions. Those things just reinforce the textbook. And the discussion discussion forum is a little bit easier one. There's not a lot of research or anything like that involved in it. It's more of still in the getting to know you sort of phase of our course. We're kind of wading into this still. So discussion 2 is talking about, after you look at all the different types of classifications, tell me what type of institution appeals to you. And thinking of yourself either as an administrator or faculty member or staff member or even graduate student, just in your shoes, what type of institution appeals to you? And then on the converse side of that, what type of institution does not appeal to you? Okay, so again, very high level, not a lot of research necessary for that topic. Do familiarize yourself with the different types of institutions and give it some thought. Me, as an academic consultant, I have worked with everywhere and everything from Harvard University to Guam Community College. I've worked with the large land grant institutions. I've worked with the small Jesuit colleges and Baptist universities and Buddhist universities and HBCUs and for-profit colleges, everywhere across the board. So I definitely know where my comfort level is. I know personally what I think of the strengths and weaknesses of each one. However, I don't want to reveal too much of my perspective before I hear your perspectives in the discussion forum. So I look forward to getting to know you a little better, where you can share that. Now, as I said in my last email, and I know some of you probably got a late start into the course, I understand. Nobody's mad. Week 1, a little behind, no big deal. But let's work together. Let's make it a point to try to get that first post to the forum as early as possible in the week so that we do have a chance to kind of have a little bit of a dialogue. I'm not always the best at it. I know sometimes it's, Friday sneaks up on me, but hey, at least we have a Tuesday start to the week. So at least by the time you get to Friday, you're not like at the end of the week. I am still looking for people to volunteer to be student moderators for the different topics. I've only had one of you talk to me and say, hey, these are topics I would like to do that. I will go ahead and I will moderate week 2. And if I don't hear from anyone, I'll just start assigning students to be student moderators for the future weeks of the course going forward. All right. Okay. Still early, still easy, before we get into a lot of the really, really fun topics, but I am looking forward to hearing from you. Have a great week.